And we're back playing Slammania 2025 tournament. I am playing master level. I'm going to go through the back nine here. I didn't record the front nine. It was very mediocre. I'm at 11 under after 9, 3 eagles, and 1 dreaded par, which you know how I feel about pars. Here we go. Need to have a better back 9 here to hopefully make it to the weekend. So we're going to see what we can come up with. Okay, 11-5. See, this is brutal. 11-5 is going to hit right in the rough. So if you play, let me see if I can play a different ball. I got a bunch of these one stock balls with different things going on. There's a 10-4. Let's try this. That should get me over. I just don't want to go too far. Ball's gonna haul ass. All right, give it a whirl here.
Great shot.
Yeah, it's coming up. Slow down. Slow down. Okay. 455.93 yards. Oh, the worst wind you can have. Complete sideways. In other words, you gotta hit pretty much a, look at this glitchy. This is pure luck. Pure luck. I have no idea how much to do here. Give it a little bounce up. 12.6. I think it's at least 50%. I'm going about 6 or 7. Right about there. Let's see what this does.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, missed it. Not surprised.
Nice on.
If the wind was better, it's more forgiving. When it's sideways like that, you gotta hit. I did hit perfect, just didn't pull enough. Yeah, it drives me nuts. All right, no advantage there. Bird. Okay, let's keep rolling. Hole 11, par 3. All right, this is not an easy hole. I say that a lot. But the Masters level is particularly hard because the wind is stronger. I'm getting rid of this ball. Let's go back to, we got 5 of these guys. So here you got to just hope for a nice little, I think I actually got a par on this one last time. So I'm going to bring it up a little. I went over the green. Okay, I'm gonna pull about 9. So there's 8.9 right about there.
Great shot.
Okay, great shot, should be okay. Wow, that was almost bad. All these shots are very tricky. That almost missed the...
Birdie.
That almost missed the short grass bouncing up there. That would have been a bunker. Okay, continuing on. Hole 12. Okay, this is my eagle opportunity. They're all tailwinds, which is great because my clubs are not very lengthy. I'm using the fancier balls, trying to get more oomph on it. So I want to land on this second little short grass. So I'm gonna, what can I do here? Look at that, there's a 10-0. Look at that. Using that guy. 17.7. What the heck? That's crazy amount of speed up there. All right, let's see if we can get it close to the green.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, can't hit it much further than that. 520.14 yards. So the problem with hitting a ball with zero wind protection is the second shot is brutal. So I've got next to no chance of making this. But just want to give it a whirl. I think I could burn the cup here. 16.6, usually a third, so like around 6. Pull it about that, maybe a little more. Again, no idea. I have no cheat sheets.
Perfect shot. Nice on.
Isn't too bad. All right, that little skull ball was fun. Might have been one of my longest drives. You know, it's cool when the camera pulls
Eagle.
from the green. Gives you a nice little approach shot there. That's when you know you hit the daylights out of it. Okay, this next hole, I don't tempt the water. I know some better players will send it right over the water there, trying to get it up to the green. And I don't have that shot. I'm gonna use, let's get rid of this ball. Just gonna put it up there nicely. Try to hit it through the fairway there. I'll pull about 5. It's gonna come up a little bit. I'm gonna curl it.
Perfect shot.
I didn't quite get through the rough. It's actually fine. 350. Get a rough iron in. Not expected to make this anyway. So right there. Man, the wind. If I can get the pull correctly on this. So that's the question. How much do you pull? I'm gonna pull about 5. I think that's pretty decent.
Great
It
shot.
didn't go great. Oh, that's
Nice
unfortunate. That was semi-risky. If I had missed the rough bump, that thing would have flown over the green, which I've done before. That's how I know. But hey, you got to take calculated risk for this game. So it's risk reward. No risk, no reward. Lots of risk, no reward sometimes. But hey, you got to do something spectacular on these holes, because everybody else is equally good or better. So you either got to hope for people to screw up, or you got to do something good. So, all right, shot here. I'm gonna pull down a little. Last time, again, I think I went over the green on this one last time. So I'm gonna go 10 is good. No overpower. Just keep it basic. Just trying to get out of here with the bird. Alright, that was pretty nice.
Nice on.
I wasn't trying to make it, which maybe I should have curved it a little bit. But when you get too fancy, you're trying to knock it right into the hole and line it up, and it's a tricky bounce. You can easily end up in the rough or the sand, and then you're creating a par hole instead of an easy bird. So got 15, 16, 17, 18 to go here. All right, this par 5. Last time I got an eagle on this one on the front. So the goal is you want to just get this thing over the water. So I'm going to use a ball with a little more power. So actually, it's a good time to use this one. Let's try now. This ball. That's gonna, yeah, that should come up there fine. I'm gonna curl it a little bit. Hopefully end up in the fairway.
Perfect shot.
All right, let's see what that does. Okay, don't go through the fairway. Ooh, man, knocked the daylights out of that thing. All right, that's fine though. If I'd been in the rough, I still probably would have made it to the green. But this gives me a lot easier shot. So I've got plenty of club. Okay, I'm gonna line this one up like I'm making it. Albatross would be wonderful. So I'm putting it at the cup. The wind, of course, is ridiculous. These sideways winds. I'm gonna go about 1-to-1. The sniper, again, depending on the length of shot, it's roughly a 1-to-1 club.
Great shot.
Great, didn't help. Come on, get lucky. Nope. Man,
Nice
perfect
shot.
shot would have been burning the cup. That's too bad. That was a missed opportunity. But hitting perfect is, depending on the golf ball, some golf balls give you a little more of a target range to go perfect. That one did not. Okay. All right. Okay, this one is pretty much a birdie is the only thing I'm hoping for. Go back to, let's do one of these. Trying to get my fleet of balls down a little bit there. This is a 11.8. About there. Pull about 6. A little curve.
Great shot.
Hopefully that will end up in the fairway. Yep, just fine. So this will give me a sniper approach shot. See if it gives me some decent wind. And not really. So there's max. And this is not easy. Okay. All right, that's aiming toward the cup. 11.8. So there's 5. There's 10. Right there's about 11.8. Ah, I've got the
Great
greats.
shot.
Yeah, that's not gonna go in.
Nice
Wow,
on.
even perfect wouldn't have gone in. That's quite a bit off. Distance was good. All right, didn't hit any perfect
Birdie.
shots on that hole. Got a bird. Some holes you hit all perfect shots, you can get a par. All right, hole 17, par 3. Best I can hope for is a bird. Yeah, another tough shot. I'm going to go with... really don't like any of these balls. Let's do this one. So I'm going to try to bump and run this one. Could live to regret this one. So 7.5 on a driver is about 3. I think I'm gonna give it a little more just to be conservative.
Perfect shot.
Darn, that was close. But the scorecard shows a basic birdie. Yeah, it's too bad. Too nice for one of those to drop.
Birdie.
Did not. But hey, got out of there with a bird. So 21 under, final hole. Okay, lots of tailwind. So again, I'm gonna hit a ball that is probably, I don't know. I got another one of those power 10s left. There's a 10-4. Another 10-4. Yeah, I think I'm kind of screwed here. I'm going to use this ball. So I'm not too worried about getting over. I want to try to stay out of that bunker. So I think right about there is good. Get a little curl. It's naturally going to go to the left.
Great shot.
And let's hope this thing comes over. Okay, that was a good landing spot. Yep, avoided the bunker. Stay out of the rough. Boy, every shot is this tricky. I mean, I thought I played that to the left, and it still went to the right. Okay, so long iron. Okay, it's about a quarter strength long iron. I'm gonna try to bring it in. I always like doing this. Again, making this would be a nice way to end. I'll line it up. 7.5 pull. I'm gonna go about 6. And let's go for perfect. Wow,
Great
that wasn't
shot.
even close to perfect. It's gonna go left. Darn it.
Nice on.
Yeah, sometimes I got the feel for perfect, and sometimes I can't buy a perfect. Okay. There's a perfect. One shot too late. Still an eagle.
Eagle.
Brings me to 23 under. Again, in this competition, that may not even get me to the weekend. Look at these look at this guy's 32 under. That is a joke. I mean, look at this guy. Bjorn or Bjorn. My good friend Bjorn Bork. Look at this joker. Look at all these -3s. Those are albatrosses. Holy smoke. So the qualifying is top 70%. So that's pretty nice. I've got a pretty good opportunity to make it to top 70. Again, I'm only going to drop from 15 there. Anyway, hopefully we'll see you on the weekend round. It's going to be a couple days. Till then, hit them high, hit them straight, hit them long, use your mulligans. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.